Okay, roughly 24 hours after the storm, and we got a lot cleaned up. There's debris all through the yard. We got a lot of it cleaned up. But there's still quite a bit of cleaning to do. That tree there, you can see, had two pieces break out, and they would be that area. So I cut that up. And this next tree, the actual whole tree that's over there, I had to cut completely down because, I don't know, about 20 feet up or so, all the way to the stump, it was split. So I just, dropped it that way. And you'll see the video of that. I did a back cut first method. So then, surprisingly, the Oliver shed stood. Ripped shingles off the garage roof. There's shingles off the house roof. I should mention we had sustained 75-mile-an-hour winds with 100-mile-an-hour gusts. Should be mentioned. So there was more little sticks down here, but nothing big down here. And coming down to here, a dead tree fell over. And the neighbor's tree there, big birch, he's gonna have that whole tree cut down. I'm gonna see if I can't get the job. Is that steel? There's the elusive steel cat. No, he's really not elusive. Once he figures out that it's me, oh yeah, see, here he comes. Steel! Come here. He'll follow me around now. So that dead tree, and that tree's been dead for 10 or 15 years, finally fell. So I'll just, and there's a few branches, widowmakers hung up in here. I'll probably climb it and fix that. Brush pile's getting pretty darn big. It's gonna be pretty huge till I'm finished. That's all the damage down here, really. Run away, cat. Alright. Moving on. Again, just little sticks around here. Surprisingly, like I said earlier, surprisingly, that Oliver shed stood. And you guys saw how I built it. Gazunka. Stupid cats are out following me. As you can see, neighbor lost a big pine tree. Ouch. There's a stick between my feet. Neighbor lost a big pine. We lost, unfortunately, a nice cherry. So what I think I'm going to do is I'll fire up the Oliver, try and pull that top down, and then I don't want to cut the whole tree down, even though that is the valuable part. I wish that limb would have broke instead, not the stem, but I'll probably spur up there and cut that. There's more shingles. Between the house roof and garage roof, I figure we lost, I don't know, 2-3 bundles worth of shingles anyway. Lost a piece of that little tree, but that's nothing big. lost a chunk out of this pine tree. And coming back around to where we started. Neighbor lost a piece there. Still power lines down. Our power is back, but most people's is not. And the next town up the road, this storm hit, I think like 7 o'clock last night. And 7:30, the main storm was over. So I threw saws in the back of the truck and started headed up the road towards the next town over, which is like 10 miles at the most. And I spent 3 hours cutting, and I didn't even come close to getting both lanes open. You're most of the time swerving from lane to lane, getting around the trees. I only cut the ones completely over the road. I was cutting trees last night until, I don't know, 11:30, midnight. Then this morning I got up at 5 and we went to check on my aunt, which is the place we're logging, and I brought the generator home. So more cutting then. Thankfully they canceled school, so I didn't miss a day. Then tomorrow when I get home, I'm going to cut up all that brush. And I have some logging clips I'll bring out later on the next video. See you in the next video. Thanks for watching, and have a nice day.